Man, this is unbelievable.
play Hocus Twist. I want to play in your pocket. I want to play in your mouth. And I pull it out your hip. And I pull it out your shoulder. Can I play it in your voice?
Unbelievable.
What do you think you're gonna do? I want to put my hand and play in it. We play in your lips. We play in your hairline. We make you look tongue coordinated. We ruin your day. I don't know nothing unless I'm just getting in the way. I want to go play around. Where are you? What are you doing? I hope I can play tongue head with it.
Goddamn flop. Are any comments working? Has anyone tried to put any comments in? See, there's 4 or 5. It shows 4 or 5 people. Shows 5 people are looking. Does anyone have a comment today? Look right there in the picture. See the red dot? That is not camera glare. That's me looking up with the phone, taking a picture of a full moon. And then right next to it is the object going. It just rattled. Planet cursed.
I want a shoulder to be on and a hip to ride. What are you doing? I want all your ideas. I want to get in the way. I want to put my hand like it. I want to put your panties more in a bind. No one has time. No one cares. Put your eyes around in your crotch for me. I know. Go at the spine in your back. I don't want to walk on.
Oh, it's 4:20. Not here. YouTube.
Here are some matching news articles.
What are you going to do with that one day? I want to be the one that wants to be a user on it.
4 people. Is there any comments available? Or is it just echoing? Is there any comments available? Just echoings, echoings, echoings. Deftone echoings. Annoying my head out with goddamn ears. Echoing. Man, I don't want that there. Why does that gotta be there? And just sits there like a sight and sore eyes.
Breast.
If you're viewing, if you're watching, don't be a snake or a spy. Put a comment. Don't waste your time. If you're viewing in Sony, put a Sony message on there. Hey, how you doing today? What's happening? If you're viewing on YouTube, put a comment there. What's the point to just sit there and stare at someone to be like, wonder what he's doing? Can it be a snake? I got nothing better to do. I'll be a troll, and I'll be a snake, and I'll be a serpent in it. Let's act like it. Let's echo in it. I never turn my face into somebody else's stream or broadcast and just sit there and just
Would be the fly on the wall.
I tune into somebody's stream because it looks entertaining. They're doing art. They're playing music. I might know them. Hey, buddy, how you doing today? Hey, how's that going? Man, that picture looks beautiful. Dude, man, you play the guitar great. You play the drums neat. Hey, how you doing today? I'll never just sit there like a snake or a serpent or a troll.
Where's that part of his body? Where's that part of under his hair?
Where's that part in his voice? Where's his hairline at? Where's his hand at? Let's play pocket pool. What hole we going in now? A 9-ball on the other side of your anus. You get a little fame and don't build another bridge. I want to be a burner. Just run around, yo. Oh, I want to look like burners. Yeah. The burner on the stove. No, I want to look like a burner in your head. Oh. No, this is not. I don't play with guns. It's called a working tool. Whatever young child was taught to walk with 8, 9 years old, an old-timer knife. Some people were gifted a Swiss Army knife. You can't trust people nowadays. You got 8, 9-year-old kids running around.
So now I got a Glock too, just like my daddy. What can I do? And I can just have a temper and go kill people, and then we can look like we're having sex with everybody. Ain't that what we're all supposed to do?
We can't be productive. We can be seductive. We can be ignorant. We can be inconvenient. We can put other people's panties in a bind. We can play negative Nancy. We can play voodoo. We can't play basketball. Can't go fishing. We can't have a good time. I know, you won't go fishing too. You're not allowed. You're not allowed. You don't have a fishing license. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to go to work either. You do. Yeah, I know. You're supposed to be a host too. It's called a testicle or a taint. You're allowed to roll your eyes around. Backward, half-word, this word. No, that is not how it is. and laugh, don't you? Go work at it. Black and yellow. Black and yellow. Crackhead niggas. Crackhead niggas. You got no goddamn right to hit adults. You got no goddamn right. Keep playing the goddamn round. You act like that, so you got around goddamn rotten witch again. I want to play like his hand. You hit and put your goddamn hands on me. Put your hands on my goddamn mother again. What the hell goddamn possessed you? And then you and your goddamn cousins and your little sisters run around like you're goddamn with your finger up your pussy hole laughing at it? What are you, who and what are you impressing doing that? You thinking you're a little Bugatti? You think like, oh, I know like a left-handed Virgo? You're one of the most disgusting, inconsiderate people and person I've ever lived my life around. You've been doing this no good, inconsiderate nonsense since you were 4, 5, 6, and you don't even act your age. And you can never compare to act your shoe size. These goddamn people are a literal disgrace. A literal, you take the word, disgrace. Have I ever seen a Jesus Christ or a grace or anything from this book? I'll act more Islamic and Islamic. Yeah, Jesus Christ, we would like to rip and take his head off and piss and puke and shit down it. Well, I know where you'll be living, in the lake fires of hell. Then you see him to one day take somebody else's Bible from the house, take pages out the Bible and start going, whoosh, whoosh. And you're lucky I don't get the one you just got in the mail. Who would do and want you to speak good words of God? We're not holy. We run around like street-wide bastards. We don't sleep at night. We stomp up and down the stairs. We run around everyone's hairline. We don't change our underwear. We don't change our shoes. We don't change our socks. We curl up in our bed in our shoes and socks and sweatpants and hoodies and telephones. You goddamn walk around this spell hole. People got hoodies draped over their head. Little kids. They got a telephone sitting there, and they're sitting there all day doing this. Laid back like it's a goddamn rock tongue, crack lipping. Where can I look like a trap house? I gotta do that snarl like I'm walking on the street going, yo, man. Yo, man. I've never taught none of you people to live and act like that. Then you run around, oh, that's why 5 of us hate and want to kill you more. Thou shouldn't kill. Thou shouldn't act ignorant to people. You ain't got no goddamn respect for yourself. Someone casted evil spells and ignorant and you goddamn people. Yeah, my daddy, his name's Sin. I was a goddamn woman I ever got around somebody's name like that. I'd be like, oh no, oh shit, bye. What are you gonna want to do for me? Tell you to be my baby's mama, so I can get more money, so I can get you on a food stamp program, so I can get you in your family's house and home wreck it. So I can get you a look in your life where you never have a driver's license. You never have a way to complete nothing. The only thing you know how to do is complete one text message after a goddamn other. Is that all you ever learned in your life? You don't got no skills under your belt. You say, I want to wear a belt like you, but I got my pants hanging down behind my ass cheek. You are birthed under rotten Islam and Islamic look. Remember what you did to Christmas here? That's the only goddamn item for Christmas you got and took care of. The goddamn shirt that someone got and takes care of your life every day. And you want to run around and think you want to abuse everyone. Keep them from getting sleep so they can go to work. So you got a house. So you got a bicycle. So you got to ride around and look around and be around like you exist. But when God look at you and his son, Jesus, Yahweh will look at you, you don't exist in God's eyes. What kind of cancers and ignorance you got for that kind of rhythm? A trife. Beat every goddamn door around this goddamn house and cock it sounds? Destroy your own goddamn bed you live in? You sleep in? You ever make your own bed? Clean up? Or you just sit there and scheme up and look ignorant, cunt. Roll your eyes at people. Bite at the bottom of your lip. Cock your fist back at everyone. Where you getting in life acting like that? Nowhere but in the brim fires of hell. You ever gonna accept the word of God? That's your job, to run around and act possessed? You're so goddamn possessed, the goodness of grace, God, and the church couldn't save you. Someone tells you stop running around the house, stop dick toying everything. You run around and amp it up 50 times more. And then run around and stand there in front of goddamn 3 possessed witches. I could be the most nasty, rotten witch. I like being the most arrogant, ignorant, no good, playing, street side looking, who got it bastards. What are you gonna run around and have wife and kids and treat them like that? If you are, you need to be goddamn categorized, vasectomized, and never be able to produce and put children on this earth. That's what God would tell you. You don't know how to act God and clean? You know how to act like a goddamn serpent and a snake? Jesus Christ word! Not your text message. Not you calling people cumsters and fuck faces. I've seen Dipsy dumpsters and trash cans more cleaner than you look around like you're goddamn Satan's seedling and a morbid goddamn angel. You'll never have your wings. You'll slither like snakes. And I get 10 good ideas. Why you always got a good idea? Why you always got good friends? You think I want bad friends? You think I want bad for people? I don't think like that. I got Virgonomics. I'm a genius. I don't even need words. I'm a carpenter. I build. You dick toy it? Where's the bridge? Let's dick toy it. Where's the good looking house? Let's dick toy it. Where's the fixed door? Let's look like it like I'm looking for a fixed crack. Like mommy and daddy crawling all over the floor. Let's put rotten comic book looks all over our arm. Not put a brand new bicycle anywhere. Not put a fishing pole in your hand. You're never gonna goddamn learn. Tell you you're here for the rest of the year, rest of the school year. You're not going back to school. That's supposed to be your dog, this dog. You don't know how to take care of it. Don't tell me what I see as a Virgo. What are you in here leading the blind to the blind to the blind? Like a cold-blooded snake? That's heartless? That's your mother's favorite song. Ain't your goddamn mother. Ain't your goddamn buddies on the goddamn playing crack house, trap house, and the goddamn telephone. Or am I walking with the telephone in my hand? Living like a rotten spy and a serpent everywhere? And they're in there begging everyone on, can we do this? Can we do that? Can I do this? Can I be a literal disgrace? What do you never want to go to church? You run around there and say, Market, beat it up. Why are you looking at me, old man? Everything you said in the Bible looks like my life lives. I don't like you. You go home. I hope you get in your car and wreck and die. You told the preacher. You told adults that at church. That's why you wouldn't want to go there. You can't act like that. The good and old people there. That's what's wrong with you. You've been brought up the wrong way, the ignorant way. The Islamic way. Now go weigh that down unbalanced with your blindfold around your eyes. Hey Panama, how you doing? Callie, what species am I? Mr. Carter, let it out. Darkness. I don't live with darkness. The goodness of grace. The limelight for everyone. Go dark side on the other side of the, under the serpent of the stench of the snake's stench of musk and evil it relieves. I'm not the cancer, I'm the answer. I'd never treat and act disrespectful like that around people, especially around children. And you expect me to blow up like a pile of blow, cane, and throw up? I told you that's a no good substance in your body. Sticking in there, you're puking, you're cursing, you're rolling around. You won't sleep for 3-4 days. Magically, your kids end up possessed like that? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I've heard the same thing, buddy. I've heard that they already released in 2 states. They're kind of like giving a test try in 2 states. I don't know what state that is. And then I'm also hearing May 1st. They want to just, go ahead, go back at it. America, go back at it again. I know a lot of people are getting like cabin fever, just fed up, stuck, can't go nowhere, not allowed. Of course that would make somebody a few times off edge, a few times off edge, a little like editor character, because you're not able to do much. But what you hear me explaining here, this attitude, this rhythm, this neglect, this trash has never changed since someone went somewhere and played dark side and never came back. I try to ask you, what kind of current events happened today, kids? I don't know. Whatever occurred stomping around and waking people up and acting stupid. Knocking all the canned food off the pantry. Ripping doors off. Punching holes in the wall. You need to go live in a goddamn concrete 4x4 concrete wall. 8 foot by 8 foot. Sitting there with one little hole in the wall, giving you a little bit of sunlight. You want to act dark side and ignorant. And then think like a snake. How can I crawl up the wall to get out? How can I crawl up the wall to get out? Anyone, everybody else run around like they're living in a goddamn brothel party.
Oh, maybe we can just run around and spread our legs and everything.
Some possessed people so goddamn bad. Possessed people. I want to be the savior for you, to see you people unpossessed. That's why you follow my left hand all day. Where's your hand at? What are you doing? What are you touching? What are you making clean? What are you making look like night and day? Will look like knife and gunplay and trifling, cursing, ignorance. Telling people to inject, disinfect other day. Oh. No, my name isn't Biden with Alzheimer's disease. I'm a Virgo. I will never forget. You will never contest a Virgo's mind. Yahuwah, born in September. He is watching you more than you people acting like spies and serpents. He is watching you. I never forget. You don't want vitamin C. You want vitamin D. The sunlight. People are scared from the sunlight. They're colorblind. They're snakes. They're like vampires. They only come out at night. And sell their souls more that they don't have. To steal the souls of the sleeping and the older and the respectful people. And they're evil summoners and spellcasters. Oh. Oh, no. I hear you. About Trump and peroxide? I mean, that's why I corrected myself on that. Now, I wouldn't understand, like, I would never tell anyone to use peroxide to clean. Like, Lysol, Clorox bleach wipes. Clorox and ammonia is a very good cleaner. I could see saying using rubbing alcohol maybe, But peroxide, you mainly only want to put that on your body or gurgle it as a mouthwash and don't let it go down your throat. That's what I do every morning before I brush my teeth. I put a little peroxide. I blow my cheeks out good so it gets all in your gums. It gets in between your teeth. And then I'll, get it down the sink, wash it out, gurgle a good cup of water, wash it out, then I'll brush my teeth. Now you could probably use a little peroxide, making a dilute it a little with water, peroxide, and maybe put a little rubbing alcohol and spray things down. But I wouldn't clean those surfaces with that. I'd use more like a bleach or an ammonia. To each your own. But the key is God is with clean. The more you clean, you shouldn't have to worry about none of it. If you were ever taught that term, God is next to clean. Cleanliness is godliness, You see how immaculate I try to keep this area, but I have to keep a dog down here. Now, if I had my way, if I had money, if I wasn't living with my panties in a bind, asking for a dime or two, before I'd even made a projection of my life to live here gracefully under my parents' will and power. This ain't my home. This is the basement area that I'm able to have as a bedroom. Only basically got this area. It's about the size of a bedroom. The other room's the laundry room. The other room over there, on the other side of the stairs, is more like a storage area, which could be used as a pool table room, a bar room, a couple extra bedding for the other children. But the dog here doesn't need to be in the home. If I had my way and my money, before we even moved here, I would have created a fenced-in area and some kind of a dog kennel. Not super duper all blocked in and looking like at the animal shelter, but my carpeting skill, I would have built them something a little bit smaller than what a shed looks like. Not really a doghouse, but kind of like an upscale, bigger model of a doghouse with a stretch of fenced-in lawn for them. Dogs are okay to have in the home a little bit, but when you get bigger dogs, they get in your way. Pets become pests. You love it, you care for it, but sometimes it will become a pest. It'll pick up your favorite shoe, chew on it. It'll do what it did to that couch over there. It'll make your floor like that, where it wants to mark everything with his scents. Now you see, I'm down here. What's that? It's a made bed every day. Clean walls. Spring cleaned. TV screen. Clean. Clean. Clean, clean, clean. I have an allergen to pet dander, pet fur, like the small fibers of pet fur. So that's kind of where you hear my voice a little horsey, because the pet is still shedding its fur. That's to live in the house. Now, if the pet was outside, I'd be all hunky-dorky clean. The carpet will never look where the dog has been at. And a lot of it isn't really like, a lot of it is when the female dog was down here, when she was in heat, when she was leaking fluids. I'll throw the dog down there in the basement with him. Then they cuss at you. Why's the carpet look like that down there? Well, if I had my way, if I had my money, I'd be getting Stanley the steamer to cleaner here once or twice, maybe every 3 months, and professionally steam cleaning this carpet. I got my panties in the bind. Can anyone spare a dime? I don't want to have to ask and beg for a PayPal. Help a buddy out. How do I get the stimulant check in $2,000? Buddy pops into the chat room last night. We're all chatting, we're all talking. I meet a very good, respectful, another Virgo, high into the prophecies, watches a lot of the people I watch, introduced me to a female prophet called Amanda Grace. We all watched Troy Smith. I introduced him to Stephen Quayle, an evangelist. See, that's what y'all people need to get your knowledge from. Not the political affairs, not the media, not the text messaging. Not your shot collar telling you, man, you don't go over there, rob that, punch him, kill him. I'm gonna do that to you. Why you want to promote an issue wrong to people so you can feel like you're the almighty and you won't spend time with your children? You'll spend more games with more morbid angel looks. You should gather your children up. Well, obviously you're not allowed anymore to go to church and go here, there. Come on, Brother Bear. See, I don't got the dog acting like that. He ain't barking at me. Look at the direction where he's barking. See? Good boy, aren't you? Yeah. He loving his uncle. 'Cause I treat this dog with respect and care. If y'all didn't catch one of my last streams, I know you talk. I know. His birthday was 420, man. He turned 6 years old on 420. I missed out on 420, living in the state of Regina. I've never been since I've been a marijuana consumer. I don't do chemical drugs. Nowadays, I like to have a beer or two, but I don't even like to drink. If I had it my way, I catch me a good buzz, smoke a little bit of weed, maybe once or twice a day. Besides that, I don't need it like y'all need. Man, I'm on my 9th blunt, yo. Shit. You know how much goddamn weed and get high you're wasting? You realize that when it adds up? With some of y'all people rolling a goddamn blunt and then you need 8, 9 of them? And then you don't realize you can only get so high. You can only get so high. One blunt worth of weed lasts me 3 days. Go add that up. And don't act like I don't know how to roll blunts. When I was younger, yeah, it was all about, man, let's go get a 5-pack of Phillies, man. Let's roll them up. Match me, match that. Man, you roll so good. Man, you know Snoop Dogg got a professional blunt roller? I bet you he'd hire you. No one's blunt pulls as good as yours, yo. Hey, blow me a gun. I've never seen y'all people on stream with your homies, with your boys, talk about, yo, bro, let me blow you a gun, man. And y'all do that anymore with blunts? We used to do the finger locking, where you lock fingers like that, each side of the mouth. One person holds some blunt in their lips, and then you blow the gun, and then you close your hand like that. Let the smoke in, let the smoke out. I seen people I used to hang out with around the basketball court. They take guns in their nose. I'm 40 years old. I've been around it. I've been around it. I got out of that, man. I'm not smoking that cardboard paper. I'm not smoking that chemical flavor in me. You know how you know it's not good? When you pull and you drag on that now, look at the color of smoke that comes out your mouth. If it's coming out looking green, dark black, light gray, that's unhealthy for you. When you take a toke, a nature's gift saying hi, you want it as white and clear as it can come out. You're putting carcinogens in you. You're putting cancers in you. The best way is water filtered with a bong or a bubbler. It's okay to roll up a joint, but make sure you got hemp paper, rice paper. Don't tell me I don't know. You know, I live POE. I live hippie life. I'm a wee baby. Some of these people nowadays are crack babies. I've stood in the same property that Willie Nelson was visiting, deep down south. Y'all people down there deep down south playing goddamn, it's the heart of the dark side. Murder music, trap house. I've been around it. I listened to it all. But then when I found out it's the evil demon casting evil demon messages in you. You know, Eminem ain't Eminem no more. He's a clone. He's the Illuminati's Be My Puppet. That is not the same face. That is not the same person. And he is possessed to project that message for the dark side. And I'm not racist about none of it, man. If I was racist about it, I wouldn't listen to Jimi Hendrix. I wouldn't listen to Lenny Kravitz. I wouldn't like the Dave Matthews Band. I wouldn't like good old jazz from B.B. King. I love music. I like a good message now. When I was younger, I was into it. I still got a tote box. Probably $2,000-3,000 worth of that evil street message. I love Tupac. Man, I listen to a lot of Tupac. I got every CD, everything Tupac put out. I got Tupac songs from Cool Dre CDs. Some of you people never heard some of the songs off Cool Dre. You don't think I don't know them artists? When I was out there in the cypher, spitting bars, spitting flows, they look at me, white boy, yo nigga, you need to be signed, yo. But what did my mind tell me? I don't want to be famous like that. I don't want to get that fame and be so good at it, and all of a sudden someone want to put a bullet in your brain because the way you can project it. So that's when I reached out more to that calmer music again. The older hippie type music. That classic rock. And some of the white music I listen to is the same way. That's what I'm saying. I'm not just going to predict it on the hip hop and the white game. Some of that thrashed up death metal, I got all that kind of CDs, heavy metal stuff, and a lot of that ain't the same. Now get me right or wrong, there is some good smoker songs. When they're in there and they got some good smoker songs, I'll still play. I'll still play some of those good smoker songs. But all the other messages you're getting in your mind, you have to learn it's not a good message. And I'm born in 1980. Mount St. Helens erupted. Halley's Comet. The Georgia Guidestone. Please don't kill the messenger. But what happens to the messenger every time? They want to kill the messenger. They want to reverberate it and pronoun it in a different way. It's like playing California Raisins. It went in this ear, but it came out that ear a whole nother snake-it serpent tongue. Let me try to catch up to the comments. Because they locked down before it's... Marcus, how you doing, buddy? JC Boy, what's up, bro? See, I can't see none of the streams here, so I got the phone plugged in because of my battery. So, you know, other than me babbling a little bit, I am trying to pay attention to the comments. And I appreciate y'all for sending comments. You know, and if I get a little confused, because sometimes comments aren't really like a full completed sentence, please correct me on the other comment. You know, like, no, that comment ain't directed to you, or something like that. You know. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in a little bit. You know, I like tuning in to other streamers, seeing how they're doing, seeing how some of my friends are doing, black, white, Spanish, or what other race they are. A lot of the people that know me on here, when I tune into their stream, I'm not wanting to be a troll or negative Nancy wants the miserable Marv. I want to be a humble, good, respectful friend and a respectful product for people. Suggest Trump's comments. Dude saying ha ha ha. Not even joking either. How is it Trump's fault for New York City? It's not Trump's fault for none of this. Okay, guys? It is not Trump's fault for none of this. This is a worldwide leader control event. You can't stick the finger in Trump's face. Please don't scrutinize Trump even if you don't like him. You know, we all heard, and, you know, well, the virus came here and then we sold it to China. The virus came here. If it was only about Trump and the virus, wouldn't you think it was only in America? No, this is a worldwide epidemic that is created by all these other people that we need to grow, not to really look upon some of those people, because we're just the pawns to a lot of those people. You know, for middle class, if we got 2-3 cars in the driveway, y'all are doing good, you're doing successful, but we're still the pawns to some of these trillionaires, billionaires. You know, we're the pawns. I'm below all of it right now, you know. I should be done with a good work week, making about $800,000-$900,000 working for someone else. Now, if I have my small business doing the kind of carpenter work, lawn work's all over the place in the springtime now. But with the COVID rule, you can't go, you can't do this. I'm gonna get to something else here in a minute when I check the comments. That really disappoints me. Yeah, it's like an evil magic in a order doing. I see what you mean, Dark Knights. America saw the virus months in advance. Exactly, all those people did. How you doing, buddy? Some of the people I haven't been able to pay attention to yet. Wasting money. Yep. I agree with you on that. A lot of these countries waste a whole lot of money. From gathering as a Virgo and realizing this, it's a radiation, guys. It's like the 5G radiation tower. It's a way to radiate and get into you. That's why it can be invisibly seen. Obviously, it's not a flu where they say you need your toilet paper. You know, no one's having runny noses, are they? Has anyone contracted with it? Literally stuck to the toilet? Where they're like peeing out their butt? You know, just what they call the diarrheas? No, they're saying it's an upper respiratory problem. It wants to eat at your respiratory. So obviously that could be the radiation. Like how Wi-Fi works, without a wire. That's where I'm putting my contact vision as a Virgo. Like put a fire in people. That's why they can call it COVID-19. It's like a computer. Remember how back in the day, oh, my computer got a virus. I need to put antivirus in it now. Well, they got technology now where they can put computer chips in people, know the problems you got, and supposedly, with them playing God and playing with science, they can go in a computer, shoot nanos and shoot electrobytes in you, not electrolytes in your vitamin D from the sun and milk, peanut butters, vegetables. You know, that's good quality of health. And I guess the blessing I got was being born around farm. I come from a farm, not really much of a big city. So knowing that, like, living off the farm, living off our farm, we didn't have to rely on a lot. We grew the cash crop in Illinois called corn. Corn was and is one of America's biggest cash crops. Now what is it? Marijuana. But marijuana is known as a great medication now. So why can't it be gifted anywhere? Why can't people enjoy putting 8, 9, 10 in their lawn? Why was George Washington able? And he came from where I'm from, in Fredericksburg, Virginia. You know, they change everything so much where it's for their control. When George Washington was president, that was a very good goddamn leader for our country. That was a good president. And I agree there should be other ways, other people. They should let a people president, a poor guy, a guy from the hood, a guy don't say, well, I got a college degree, I went to Harvard, I went to Yale, I went here, I got a doctorate in this. We want a militant president. When they get a president, they need a real president for the people. Maybe someone that has long hair. Maybe someone that has a beard. Maybe just someone that would wear a flannel shirt. Not a snake on their neck. Not a three-piece suit. Not the same goddamn high and tight same haircut. Not the same eyeglasses, Google eyeglasses. Everyone in the United States Capitol building sitting in the House of Representatives. I've been in that building. I've been in that building, stared straight at the rotunda. You know what the rotunda is? The big arched dome in the United States Capitol building. Not the White House. Those are two different buildings where all the senators meet. People that know in America know about that. Or other world countries have those places for the dignitaries and the politicians and the leaders for their countries. A lot of us aren't going to get out of those rhythms anymore. To get to one of the topics I want to bring up. God bless my godfather. One of my godfathers passed away on Easter. He was a Vietnam vet, a Virginia native, served for our country, seen bad things go on there. He wasn't even a marijuana smoker till when he went to Vietnam. Didn't put no tattoos on his body. When he got back, he went right back to the land where his family's from. But to make a long story short, I've been asking my parents, you know, when do we have to go to Uncle Johnny's funeral? Because we nickname him Uncle Johnny, or, you know, I call him one of my very graceful godfathers. He's always been around the family since I was, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years old. I came to Virginia in about 84. I'm from Illinois. That's where my Doyle name's from. So he became a good family friend in about, you know, 89, 88. Always been a good friend. I spend weekends at his home with his son. God bless his son. Passed away in a car accident. Flew right out in the window like Superman. But the point I'm trying to get at is, I asked my mom earlier. I was like, what happened with Uncle Johnny? What's going on with the funeral? Or do I need to get my my funeral clothes ready? Do I need what's going on? She said, well, with the COVID and everything going on, it's not like we would have been there, but we're not invited this time because they're only allowing 10 people. It's like, what? This man would have had god darn 300 cars behind him. He would have had a 21 gun salute. He would have probably had, oh my God, 800 people at his visual and funeral. And it's a shame. It is a shame like that. When a man with a good name like that, friends and family, and you can only let 10 people there now. That's a shame. That is a shame, guys. And that's a disgrace. That is a shame. So hopefully my stepdad will be able to be one of the 10, because he was known as one of his brothers in arms. So hopefully my dad is one of the 10 that can go there, because I don't know, there ain't a whole lot of his family left, so I'm pretty sure Dad will go there to spread our whole family condolence. But in the norm, we'd pack up 2-3 of our cars, we'd be there, we'd all be there respectful, to put our godfather in rest to peace. And I know this stuff ain't only affecting other people, what I'm talking about. I ain't just trying to put I, or me in it. We are getting bothered by it. A whole lot of us. Worldwide. And it's unfair. It's very unfair to the people that do care. It is very, very, very unfair to be put into serpent's chant. Let me tune back in the comments. When I cat a group, staying home during the pandemic doesn't make you a slave. No, you're right. Because you should think of more things to do than stay home. Think of things in your home that you can continue to keep clean. Do things if you have a lawn, if you have a little bit of property. Do things in your home or your in your apartment, or the place you're blessed to be living in, off the streets of the elements of rain, cold, and things like that. I agree with you. I agree with you on that. How long should we stay inside until 1 million lose their homes? Good comment. 250 million lose their jobs and businesses. Yeah, really. Everything they work for, they want us to lose. And everything our families should have, they want us to lose. Very good comment, dude. Very good comment, brother. Bronx Sushi, man. See, and that's sad. What are they doing with these people that have died of coronavirus? All of a sudden their family can't go there because you're dead? Only 5 people can go. Ignorant. It's ignorance. Yeah. Think of the people that aren't getting these stimulus checks, that all of a sudden can't pay their bills, their light bills, their rent. It's unfair to these people. By September, that's the magic month, September. I'm born September 9th, 9/9. But it shouldn't take that long. I'm hearing a rumor that America wants to try May 1st to open up back again. Now, there better not be a rumor. These people deserve to be back. Deserve to be back doing things. Going to national parks. Going out to eat. Enjoying going to the movie theaters. Doing things, doing their hobbies. Enjoying their personal life. Not being a goddamn stuck there puppet. Yeah, hospitals have a surplus of supplies. We're producing 30 million masks a week, 10,000 ventilators a week. Okay. Good comments. Very good comments. I agree with a lot of them comments. All right, now, you know how if you're worried if you ever had like a sexually transmitted disease or whatever, you could go to your CVC or your pharmacy and you can get a home kit. Now, why aren't these people mailing everybody's family a package of masks and home COVID test to know if you got it, to know if you contracted it? That's what they should be doing for people. We're not just going to create the postage to go up too much. Post office. Well, the post office is working and delivering every day. Can it transfer through the mail? Can it transfer for that? Man, come on, man. These people they just want population control. They want 1 million to lose their homes, lose their jobs, lose everything they done, lose their properties that a lot of our parents and our families have gracefully made for the future of our children and our unborn children. Or like my niece and nephews, if they want to have children, lose the path to the future for them. So obviously, what we have to learn, and not only in this book, in all the religious books, what it talks about is the end times are more than near. They are more than near. It's not like it just begun. It is heightened to where people don't even know. People aren't kept informed. I like to be a gatherer, a knowledger, research, observe it all. That's what Virgos do. And when I talk to you, I'm hoping I'm 99.9% telling you the truth, because I wouldn't talk it. Or when you hear me being a little loud, that's the thing that a Virgo has a problem with, because we feel like no one is listening to what we actually researched and observed and know exactly what our eyes see. We know it like a poet. We know it verbally. Guess how many volcanoes went off yesterday? Take a guess. Guess how many volcanoes erupted yesterday in the lake of the lava bed? We're getting ready for the big event. The gray skull above the sky, the big quake. It's all written in there. It all ends in a day. He come like a thief in the night. They say that they already know he's returned. But what did he return to gather first? His wife, and then his believers. What do you think the big issue of gold is? They use monophilical clear gold, a lot of the elites, for their communication. They snort gold dust. They drink gold liquids. What's in the TV? Gold. What's in the TV? In your telephone? Gold. What's in your computer to communicate that message? Gold. What does it say when you're gifted to heaven? You walk down the streets of gold and wear your white robe, and the beast of the lion will walk next to you and rub its head on your leg, and never thrash to kill again. It's here, the end times. And when I mean it's here, it's here. Not where you see it is here in action. I heard the guy I communicated with last night. Very good understander. Obviously, we found out amongst both of us were Virgos. So the research we know we're doing is true. But it's the message he was helping me, that I was helping him through. It's the explanation of how true these times are unraveling. And it's unraveling so true, these people got no contact clue of nothing. I'm trying to catch up with comments. How many died in New York? I don't know the actual toll in New York. I'm sure you can research it, but they might lie to you. Yeah, they might give you a false number. They probably would have survived with more ventilators. Well, definitely more ventilators. You know they make a machine called an ozone machine, or air purifier systems. Why ain't those put in homes with your heating and air conditioning system? They don't got to worry about none of that. A lot of people don't care. Yeah, see? You're right on with it. One eye cat, you're right on with it. Clotterization in your lungs and your respiratory system. You're right on with it. 16,000. Okay, in America, only 17% are surviving. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, one-eye cat. It's more of a form. You're on with your facts and your information, one-eye cat. A lot of y'all are with the comments. It is a form of a pneumonia. It is a form of attacking our respiratory systems. And when I was young, I had the form of pneumonia where I was hospitalized for about a month. When I was about 11 or 12 years old. I had 18-inch IVs in my arm. On each side of my bed, I'm staring at IV drips. In my vision, in my mind, the nurse that I had a stationed bedside nurse, and I would always look at her and say, "They're coming in here. They're coming in here. They're on the way. They're coming in here." And she's like, "Who are they?" "All the people in the white outfits. The doctors, all the other people. They're coming in here. I'm starting to shiver and feel cold again. They're coming in here." She's like, "How are you seeing this before they're coming in here?" I'm like, I shake my head and I tell her, "I'm just seeing it. Please listen to me. I'm just seeing it." My Virgo's mind can see like that. I can close my eyes and I get a better vision in my eyes. Like I can see more with my mind. That's why they say, don't wake me up till September ends. Start being a visionary. And then people want to plagiarize me behind my knowledge. No, you don't want to do vape. You get popcorn lungs, You're putting electrical, magnetical, vibrating things in your body. I will never subdue myself to vaping or electrically stimulating a taste in my mouth to blow a film out your body that is an unnatural substance of a burnt chemical ooze in you. That's kind of what happened to me, dude. When I recovered from that pneumonia, knock on wood, I'm reading your comment. When I recovered from that pneumonia, I've never contracted a flu. I've never got a flu shot. I get a little allergy sometimes being around the dog, or when the season changes, I will never get the flu in the wintertime. I just get a little runny nose for a little bit. And then my immune system would grow used to the weather change. But yeah, man, knock on wood, I've never been placed in a hospital for any kind of sickness. I've only been there for stitches. You see the scars. Only stitches. 13 here, 13 here, 4 here, 4 there. Had 4 above my knee one day. And that's pretty much it. The stitch cuts closed. Yeah, I got 1 here, 5 on the inside, 8 on the outside. Just one above my eyebrow. That happened when I was 13. That's the last one. These happened as children here. That was a hammer, fell out of the tree fort. One of my friend's little brothers kicked the hammer and I was at the bottom, putting more stuff, sending more logs up. This one happened here on a bike wreck because I wasn't wearing my helmet, safety first. The other one that happened right above my knee, we were running around the gym, and after you do your stretches around the gym, they make you run around the gymnasium about 8, 9, 10 times. I was running around the gym talking to my basketball buddy, hoping we get picked on the same team. And, man, because I love being on that hardwood floor, making that net go whack, whack, whack. And I'm over there talking to my buddy, and the people that didn't dress out used to have to sit on the bottom 2 bleachers. Well, whoever pulled the bleachers out hit the automatic pull-out button, and the whole row of bleachers come out. And as I was running, not looking, paying attention that way, not full-faced, my leg banged into the bleachers that shouldn't have been pulled all the way out like that. They should have still been up against the wall where they only got 2 rows for the people that don't dress out. Yeah, man, right above my kneecap. Pow! I started limping around the gymnasium. Ah, man, I bumped my knee. And I'm still talking to my buddy like, damn, man, why'd they pull the bleachers out in the middle? All of us running, man. Other people are still doing this behind you, watching out. People falling down. And then something told me to look down at my knee, and it was just... Every time I would start stepping, blood would be like... I go to my PE teacher. Hey, Mr. Combs, man. Some friggin' idiot pulled the bleachers out right in the middle of us running, doing laps around the gym. My knee's busted open. I need to go to the nurse. I'm walking down the hallway with an escort, like barely gimping at it. Blood squirting everywhere. The pain and the grind. Even at my age, still playing in dirt. Yeah, God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt. It's called being in the garden. Yeah. You want that in you, so you get used to it. Get used to the God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt. Do I wear a mask? I never wear a mask. I had swine flu. Was a walk in the park compared to COVID. Damn, Dark Knight. Sorry to hear that, brother. I'm glad you recuperated through that, though, yeah. But maybe for another in my career. Okay, yeah, you guys are having a pretty good conversation there. I was just out a couple hours ago at a fish fry. Cool, brother. And you wore face masks. It's cool. Some of y'all having a pretty good conversation on the side. Man, that's my favorite. Fish fries. I love catfish nuggets. Oh man. Deep fried catfish nuggets that I just caught. Fillet them bad boys down. Chop them into nice edible pieces. Oh man. Homemade hush puppies. Some fried okra on the side. Woo-wee, buddy. Woo-wee. That's that good down south in you. Or that country boy eating. I'm a country boy in my four-wheel drive. Or the other good country song. Country boy can't survive. I can run a trot line. You know how to run a trot line? Not a trot line. Hang a couple limbs, go jugging. You ever go jug fishing? Run some limb lines? What? When I go out there, man, I used to catfish every day after work. Grab my 2 catfish poles. Grab a couple ice cold beers. Stick them in my book bag. Have a nice good thick pack, bowl pack, and just sit there and not bother no one. I've had an old white-haired man that was retired Navy in the Corps Engineers. He didn't scare me, but he spooked the heck out of me. Next thing I know, I hear, "Hey, young man." I stand up, I'm like, yes sir. If you need me to leave, I'll leave. Oh, no, sit down. I got 2 ice cold Budweisers here from the yacht club over there. Now, you mind having a Budweiser or 2 with me? He goes, because I could kind of like that smell going on there. I haven't been around none of that since Vietnam. You don't happen to have another puff or 2 left in there? I said, oh, no, sure, man. Drank a couple Budweisers he had left with him. He took a real nice puff off the pipe. And then the only thing he asked back for me for was, hey, obviously you see I'm a little bit old. Would you mind helping me before you leave here? Pull some of these things up so I can finish making the handicap ramp for some of the people to get into the yacht club. I can't haul a lot of that lumber the way I was used to. Can you go haul all that extra scrap lumber I gathered up that been laying around the yacht club lawn where people store their boats, their sailboats? I said, no, I don't mind, man. He's like, and you know what? We don't mind you fishing here. A lot of people know you fish here. And you know why we don't mind you fishing here? You're not loud. You're not rude. You leave no trash. There's no dead fish things. I've noticed 80-90% of the fish you catch, you are throwing them back in the water. He's like, that's why I approached you the way I did today. And then he said, you know what, buddy? I know you live outside the gate here. of the yacht club, and you know how to shimmy in between the two gates, and you're not bothering no one's boat. He's like, I know you live right up the big hill there, 'cause seen you walk down the stairs one day here. But obviously I'm not bothering you 'cause you're not bothering no. I said, thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot. I said, but I tell you what, anytime you see us having a Memorial Day cookout, anytime you see us gathered here, don't be shy to show up. Show up, you can hang out with us. You can hang out on the deck. You can hang around the yacht club lawn. It's like anytime you smell that barbecue grill down here, come on down there and have a burger, a hot dog, or a steak. You're more than welcome to be invited without needing to be a yacht club member. I said, my God, man, thank you so much. He's like, it's no problem, buddy. It's no problem. You're a very good young man. So I was. I don't got that ability no more. This goddamn rotten commander, one of the last rotten commanders they had at Quantico before we moved from there, put a federal fence around the town separating us from the marina and all that. Because that was ran and operated by the military base. I lived in the town. They put 3 rows of barbed wire and an 8-foot fence and a total lock and key where a goddamn cat couldn't squeeze in between the fence. And it just, that broke my heart to take my evening fishing out of me. And man, I got 2 boats sitting in this lawn, and if I had a pickup truck, they ain't stopping you from fishing. If I had a pickup truck, I'd probably be live stream with the GoPro, live stream outside YouTubing, having a good fishing time. It's springtime, man. I look at a lot of my buddies on Facebook right now. See where I'm at, we got a 95 acre here now. 95 acre lake around here now. You know, I got a kayak and a little bass buddy. A lot of my buddies live close to the Rappahannock end. And they're out there, man, they're catching smallmouth, bigmouth, because they're all spawning. But one buddy caught 25 fish in one day. One day. Next day he went back, caught 17, 18 fish. There's some old neighbor in town. And you wonder why a lot of us moved out of town and went down south. Because they shut that town down. Let me get back to the comments. If Trump is stealing stuff from other nations, I'm sure the World Court would like to hear that case. If Trump wasn't so rich, he'd be in a care home. Man, y'all cannot scrutinize Trump. Trump's name is written in that Bible. You got to give that guy some. Trump made Jerusalem the capital again of Israel, didn't he? You can't scrutinize a world leader. Donald, like my name, a very loyal, humble world leader. He wants to take away these bad people, these bad agencies that are kidnapping your children. He wants to continue to blow up these underground bases to have kids down there that they're using them. You got to realize who that guy truthfully is. Prophets knew he was going to be the president. You got to be sick in your head, Marcus, if you don't believe the Bible isn't real. You got to be sick in your head, buddy. And I hate to make a comment like that towards you. You got to be sick in your head if you cannot pick that book up. Matter of fact, I wish I could send you a Bible. If you got one in your home, read one chapter in it, and you tell me how much that will relate so much to what your life's going through. Now you tell me that book ain't real. Where it says brimstone like fire from the sky. They're talking about the asteroid belt. You already realize there's asteroids falling on the earth right now? Meteorites? What did I tell you happened? 45 volcanoes started erupting yesterday. Unfold like a gray skull? Man, buddy, come on, man. Put the word of God in your mind. Okay, if you do read it, don't say it ain't true, Marcus. It's as true as it's drew out visually when you read it. No, he is not. The Antichrist is in goddamn Italy. Antichrist is the Pope in Italy. Remember when he rubbed his ash on his head, Ash Wednesday? And then Jesus summoned it down on him? Didn't like that? He's the Antichrist. Remember when he hunched over? I'm already wearing my Corona mask. Let's not try to get a lot of that scuttlebutt in. Donald. Look up the meaning of the word Donald. My name is also Donald. Worldwide leader or ruler of goodness. Not a bad. What kind of guy is donating his money and won't even accept a presidential check? Come on, man. He don't need the money. His goddamn children's running his businesses. There is older versions, Marcus. You're right. There is older aliens, beings. That's what's in the real control. No, it was never around. It was never around. It was a different communication, different races. What is the oldest language? Hebrew. Read right to left. Hebrew is one of the oldest. Quick break. Take care, quick. Break on to the other side. this talking's making the man need a little snack. It's protein break time. Today for our protein break, we're gonna have a nice salmon fillet. Take a break.
Yeah, buddy.
I know how to make some real good homemade venison jerky. Like the old frontier man used to make. As rough as leather. You could stick it in your hip pouch. It'll never go raw, never. Mm. Mm-hmm. You never had that kind, have you, Tim? Mm-mm-mm. We've been on for about 2 hours here. A lot of us should start learning to go back to our older ways. Making jerky, canned goods in mason jars. My mama used to have a root cellar that was full of everything from the farm. Like I said, I know how to skin a buck and run a chop, alright? Thin that meat out real good. Get a bunch of good twigs. Hang it over the twigs after you rub it in some good salt. Hang it out there, let it air dry for about 4, 5, 7 days. That meat ain't never gonna rot on you for as long as you got it. What do you think the old frontier men used to carry with them everywhere they go and need a quick snack? Stamping Frank. Hmm? I'll give you one bite. Hold on. I gave him a half-assed toss, trying to pay attention to the computer, to the camera. The computer got me trying to pay attention. I can't pay attention. Panties are in the bottom. Man, how many people have got lucky and got your checks already? Stimulus checks. $2,000 relief check. How are you, him, and her getting it? And who, what, why, and where getting it? And I can't goddamn know if I'm getting it, if I'm getting this. Am I getting that? Am I getting kicked in my crotch again? And then told to go look around for it?
Ah, but everybody else got one. Ah!
It's a disgrace to me. I can't get my goddamn federal permission slip. You ain't nowhere down. If you live by the Canadian border, you better not claim South. You goddamn Yankee. Playing hanky-panky. Dude didn't get one either. Yeah, it's no fair for a lot of people. Yeah, that's respectful to look at like that, dude. When I tell you, man, penny in the bind, looking for a dime, I ain't asking for much, man. If you got $1, $1 or two, $5, send it through, man, on the PayPal. It'll help me get a little bit. I do need a little bit of rations, or if I want to sit down and have a pint, you know. If you got a little bit, don't mind being generous. Because I'll tell you what, if I had, you know, my account, things stacked up, good money going, I would definitely be out there being a giver and a donator. Definitely, every time. There's been times where I didn't have the money as available as I had. And I bailed people out. Friends, people. Bailed them out because they need to be there to work, to put food on their family's plate. Think they ever paid me back? You think they ever paid me any attention? No, they went out and acted like a goddamn idiot more. Didn't learn their lesson. And then crawling on everyone, man, bail me out, get me out, man, help me out. I'm gonna lose my job. What the heck? Well, I showed it $450 to one of my goddamn friends' girls one day. Okay, now, does everybody gather up their money to get him out again?
Yeah, but he's never going to learn his lesson. He's just going to be right back in there. That's why his parents won't give him no money. So he's begging everybody else.
I'm living like a hostage. Hey, hostage. You know it, brother. don't hear it like off his lip and head. So far up my goddamn ass. Sit down. Sit down. You gotta sit down. Sit down. Good boy. That's a shame. It shows 8 people is viewing this broadcast right now. 2 people are only typing comments, and are typing comments to each other. Okay? Now there's 10 people. Now there's 9. So there's 8, because my view is on through YouTube. 8 people. What's going on with the 6 other people in there? Are you just sitting there just...
I wonder what his neck back in action is doing. I want to be a spy and a snake.
I want to be a spine or a tank.
I want to be a mind, but I ain't. I want to be in the other eye.
I mean, there's 6 of you people are other there. Put a comment. Say something. Put something so I can project another goddamn topic. Put something that's gonna have a rhythm. Put something so we can project a new view. Agent Wilbur, hey buddy, how you been? There you go. Agent Wilbur tuned in. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for all you've ever done, helping me out with a little bit here and there. How you been? How you doing over there? Tyjon. Well, I'm really not like where you got to pay for it. I'm not, but I never quit. Like if I had it, I would, but I never quit, so I don't got it. Where I'm at, it's a product that's unaffordable. Now, if I was in a recreational state where I could keep it growing, have 4 or 5 different strands, that would never be a financial burden on me. I've been, how many days? Almost 2, what is it, 2 weeks? How much still smoking weed? I didn't even get to smoke on 420. I would enjoy to have a bowl or a good joint, and maybe a pint or a light mixed drink, but nah. I've been unable where I'm at. I know a lot of people are against it, but it's just a flower. It's just a medication. I tend to need it a little bit because I've been beat up a little bit, man. I don't know if you ever heard of center, where I could almost be close to being in a vegetative state of mind with frontal lobe damage. I'm not in pain, but it helps ease your day. But too much stress, too much strain. You know, my mother's 63, 64 years old. When she gets the chance, she likes to do a puff or two. She has no heel on the left of her foot. It got cut off when she was young. She gets pain so bad when the rain comes, she can't even move and use her leg. So she likes to medicate a little. The Queen, during her menstrual problems, wanted the ships coming out of the Port of Dumfries, Virginia, so she can indulge in a little marijuana. Real Gaming Channel from Russia. Hey, buddy. Yes, I seen your name on here earlier too. Real Gaming Channel. Okay, from Russia. Taiwan. Okay, thank you. Thank you for understanding that a little bit. Thank you, buddy. See, I've lost the ability to type or Corvet's a sentence. That happens to a lot of people with how small it is. Your type doesn't come out right. And if you could just write it down easier, that happens to a lot of people. Back up. Please stop filming IQ lowering. I'm told I have a very high IQ. Do evaluations. 2 people I work with also that are high IT techs. See, it's hard for me to go back and forth from the camera to this. I don't got the messages like rolling down my face. Now, obviously, if I'm projecting myself in my face, I'm not looking at every single comment that's coming in directly. And I didn't say comment again, I said comment. That's the comment in the picture. The little red dot where it says panties in the bind. That's a comet, the red dot. That's the moon, or what they call the moon. That is not camera glare. That is not photoshopped. That's the red dot going. Okay, yes. I see the way you typed that comment in. You kind of typed it in where it isn't like a complete sentence. And it's hard to try to pay attention to looking at. It's not really abbreviated, but it's cut short of the wording. That's what gets my mind a little boggled sometimes, making my IQ a little crooked. All God's just calling. Yes, you are absolutely right, Agent Woodward. All good, just chilling. Okay, I see. You're doing all good, just chilling. Yeah, that's what I was seeing, Dark Knights. You and Dude have been in there like not really like arguing, but typing comments through to each other. I'm just sitting here hanging around. We had we've been having bad luck here. Bad luck at our home here. My one sister picked up her daughter yesterday, threw her down the stairs. We have 5 county cops here, Child Protective Services. They were acting very bad to each other. The sewage, we live on with a septic tank here. The septic tank alarm went off the other evening. Well, no, the other morning, about 8 o'clock in the morning. And I wake up hearing the tank going off. You know, the alarm. It was like we have a buzzing alarm at ours. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? You know, it's not like a smoke alarm, the carbon monoxide detector. I didn't know what alarm was going off because it's all in that other room there with the washer and dryer, the hot water heater, the circuit breakers in the garage. So I really didn't know it was nothing electrical. I just didn't know if like we were having a propane leak, something, alarm went off. I jumped out to bed and run in there. I smelled no gas or anything, and I look at the gray box on the wall, and I see the orange light blinking for the septic tank. Alarm going off. So I shut the alarm off, and then the red light's still on. So I go to the breakers, shut the breaker off, wait a couple of minutes, shut it back on. Shut it off, make sure the light was off. Came back on, shut the breaker on. The alarm light was back on, but the alarm was going off. So the technician came by today, pumped the tank, cleared the tank out, gave Ma and Pa the bad news that the pump went out. It's going to be a $2,000 fix. And it's like, oh, great. Where's that coming from? My parents got rejected from the stimulant check or the free $2,000 stimulant check that they could have got. A guy I was in the chat room with yesterday got a stimulant check and a $2,000 check on top of it. God, that stuff my family needs here. I really don't want to need it. I would love the stimulant check, but the $2,000 help you with the rent, help you with the unemployment check. My parents really need that, not being able to work a lot. It's like one thing after another, and it's like you try to catch up and you can't find a mustard. And then you find a mustard and it's like, where's the ketchup? Oh man, it's getting wild. It's getting very wild. There's that good gift again from Woobert, man. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much, buddy. You know, every little bit helps right now. You know, thanks a lot, buddy. That helps a whole lot. That in times like this, you know, man. I have a good job lined up for $17 an hour doing electrical work, and the office is about 5 or 10 minutes down the street from me. But now they're shut down for a while. You know, they're not working, they're not doing a lot, and it's like, right when the job gets lined up around springtime, and I can't get out and start getting that good weekly income again. It's like, oh my gosh. My battle with the money is not doing the way it was always. I've always had a pretty good saving, you know. I've always had, you know, 3/4 of a tank, a full tank in the gas, all my bills paid off, even living at home, paying mom and dad a little bit of money. You know, here's $50 a check. Here's $100 a check. And my mom's looked at me at times, you know, hey, you know, thank you. That will help a little, you know, through the electric bill or whatever. But there is also times where I'm taking some of the money you give me and I'm creating a personal envelope that's going in my money safe. Because you know how people have their like jewelry, money safes. She's like, I have an envelope where if you get, you know, laid off or whatever, or something happens where some of your bills back up, I can, you know, go there and say, well, here, you know, don't worry about your insurance. The little bit of money you paid and gave for me, I have where I have $500-600 of your dollars in here. Here, we'll take care of your insurance for your car this month. And I've just been, man, I've been took for a loop-de-loop like a whole bunch of other people have. A whole bunch of other people have been like just took from their abilities, and it's where you have to be strong in your mind to know to say, well, hey, you know, thank God I still have my life. Thank God I still have my family. Thank God, you know, I still got a gaming system and electricity and internet. Thank God that I can collect a good group of viewers that we can communicate, have good conversations with, while I hope the best to try to conduct a good stream. You know, I connect it through Twitch also, because sometimes I have a problem with YouTube, and I'm trying to bring the drums out a little bit, and I'm very rusty on the drums. I was so much disappointed with my performance where I didn't want to wear my disappointment live through the broadcast. I'm like, Donald, man, so much, you know, I'm telling myself, Donald, man, you have that drum kit, you need to get the rust off you. You need to get back into it. But it's hard because I can't leave it out like I would like to, you know, all in like the gamer room to room, because I'm afraid what the dog would do to it. I left my guitar out at the old home, and he didn't destroy it, but he gnawed at my gig bag, just because he wanted. Oh, there's his scent, you know. I want to bite and nibble at it. I want to turn it into mine. And then he gnawed through it where he chewed a little bit of the upper neck tuner part. It isn't destroyed, but he put a couple teeth marks in it, and it's like, now what would he do if I left a drum kit up? And I was out mowing the lawn for 3 or 4 hours. And I come down the stairs and he's gnawing on that wood because it smells good to him. Or, you know, the drum throne. What if I go in there and he just wants to gnaw on it because my scent's on it and he wants to put his scent on it? So it's hard for me to keep in a one place to just go back at it and enjoy playing or enjoy, you know, going where I left off. So I have to keep it kind of stored away. Now I could set it up in the other room, you know, and you could hear it through the wall, but you're not going to see the projected view through it. And that's where I'm really like, my God, I would love to be able to be outdoors again, stream. You heard me saying about the fishing. I would love to take my nephews out this afternoon and, you know, we go out and get in a little bass buddy I got. It's about 11-foot fishing boat, you know. Get both my nephews in the front of the boat and I'm in the back using the trolling motor, and we're just out there enjoying nature for 3 or 4 hours. Y'all will get to know my nephews real good. You seen when the drum kit was down here. My niece would come down here. I let my other 2 nephews down here, and I give them, you know, 25, 35 minutes of using it. But now they've been so smothered with my other sister's children being here, and being so out of their behaving way to where it's hard to bring one of them down here when then 15 of them would want to be down here. And then the dog would want to bother. It's... I wish that dog could be outside in a fenced area, because that's where he needs to be all day right now, in an outside area. It's hard having a dog living a dog's life. And I just don't want to be like, well, I don't want you in my life no more, dog. Go to the shelter. I hope somebody adopts you. Or I don't want to run none of these Craigslist ads. Free for an adoption. 6-year-old dog. He just had his birthday on 420. Looking to rehome my dog. I would just feel bad knowing that I've already raised him. He's a damn good dog. But being in home, he doesn't need to be a permanent in-the-home dog. He needs that outside. We don't have a fenced-in yard here. So the way I know he is, he's very playful. My neighbors have other dogs. They leash walk their dogs like I have to my dog, which I'm actually going to have to get him out there in a minute for a pee and let him get a little fresh air. But to make the long story short, we can't be in the lawn, you know, playing fetch. And then if he sees my neighbor's dogs that are real small, I know he's going to want to run out there and not really be aggressive. But what if his dog gets aggressive, getting scared, and then my dog becomes the bigger dog and the aggressor? It's just, oh my God. It's hard being with animals. It is. A pet sometimes becomes a pest. It's very hard sometimes. And it's become a burden in my life. Okay, let me back up to here. All good, just chilling. Okay. Read that one, read that one. Read that one, read that one. Okay, yeah, Agent Wilbert, I see your other comment. For sure, no problem. It's the stimulus check for all workers. It's mainly for a lot of the workers or people that are employed. It's also for anyone that filed their taxes. Social Security benefits, people with disability. It's for them. It's mainly for everyone. But it is mainly for only if you have filed a tax. You have to have a tax filed. But now, where it become unfair for my parents, they combined their taxes and their yearly income was over the limit. But I'm like, that's unfair to my parents. Well, if the $1,200 check isn't acceptable, well then you should still give them the $2,000 check to help with the bills if they can't go make the money they're used to. So there's a lot of unfairness to some people, and then other people it's actually working out for them, which I'm glad that it's helping other people's families and it's helping people. Because, if you can't get to work, you don't deserve to get kicked out of your house when you never had no problem paying your bills anyways. So yeah, and that's what they're wanting a lot of the stimulus money to go to, are your bills, your rent and stuff. But if that's your only income you're getting from a stimulus check, of course you got to use it to keep your lights on, to keep gas in your car, to get a little groceries for your home, to keep your rent or your mortgage going. But in the other end, it's unfair to people. They're like, oh, well, you made over $70,000 a year. You better hope you got friggin' $25,000, $30,000 in the bank. If not, go to the bank and get a loan out on your house, and put your home on a credit and a loan now. And it's like, no, why do I need to do that? I don't want to have to pay any more bills than I don't need to. It's kind of shaky, iffy to people. It's helping people a lot in one end, where it's good for them, but then some people they're really getting kicked in the butt the wrong way, and they shouldn't. Because a lot of them are the big people that tax money's getting taken out of their checks more and more, that's supporting a lot of these other people. Money's a wishy-washy thing at times. It is. Robert, man, I haven't seen you in a while. Matthew? How you doing, Matthew? Alfred? Robert, how you been? How you doing? Bear me. How you doing, Bear me? Yeah, I see 3 or 4 of you came in together. Tarzan, yeah, no problem, man. I'm trying to keep up with all the comments as they're coming through. Okay, thank you for subscribing, buddy. Tin Jin? Is that Tin Jin? Tinjin. I'm sorry if I'm having bad pronunciation. Tinjin? Because it's not John. Tinjin? Thank you for subscribing, buddy. Oh, Beer Me. Hey, buddy. Robert, haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're finding things, to entertain you through the COVID. Matthew, Alfred. How you doing there? You don't got to call me Mr. Donald, but I don't mind. One nickname that I do carry is Double D. Yeah, man. How y'all doing? Hope things are working out for some of y'all people. You know, going through the stimulants, going through able to work or not work. I know a lot of people right now, this ain't bothering no one. They got to go to work every day. They're still working, you know, so it's like you heard me about 5 or 10 minutes ago. It's wishy-washy through other people, you know. Some people are inconvenienced. Some people are enjoying a little bit of a break. Some people are just totally fed up with it. I'm not trying to bring this down on the kids, but some people are like really on edge because the kids are at home and the kids are getting bored. You know, they're just sitting there with the phones and playing in the phones and getting extra aggravated at everybody and I guess that's what happened yesterday with the scuttlebutt, the fighting, the violence that went on yesterday in the home. And I was so hurt by it, I literally started tearing up, and it's like, and I've told the kids a lot. I said, you know, I'm your uncle, I love you. You may hear me cuss a little bit because y'all get me to a point where you get me out of character. If you ever watched the old Donald Duck cartoons, I have 3 nephews. I have nieces. And it would show the little cuss word bubbles above Donald Duck's head, and he would be going, but then at the other time, what was it with Uncle Donald? DuckTales Adventures. And you know, I said I want to have adventures with you guys. It'd be nice if we had a basketball room up there. We're not cooped up in the house. We can do a little basketball shoot. When I ask you guys when it's time to do the lawn, don't throw trash at me, don't throw toys at me, help me out. My one nephew, he'll help out to a point, the older one, but then he'll get like that kind of, well, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. He gets where he's a Scorpio. And it gets where he's strong. He's a very strong young man. He's very intelligent. But his temper is just bam. He has the shortest temper to where it's just bam. And he's making faces at you. He's wanting to pull his fists back at you. And I'm like, buddy, man, stop. Don't act like that. I'll punch you. I'll kick you. I still got a bruise on my leg from the other day when he kicked me. The goddamn boy put a goddamn bruise. Oh, you can barely see it. Put a bruise all the way up and down it, right along my whole shin bone. Yeah, this camera is having bad lighting. Like this big calf muscle stuff. Yeah. I don't know what happened to all my leg muscles. Looks like I'm in here varicose vein and all of a sudden. He just gets, and I tell him, I'm like, man, when you got that rage in you, go outside and do something with it. I said, what I would love to get you, when you're being that feeling like you want to be mean, I would love to put a punching bag hanging in the garage for you. And other than you want to hit and be mean to people, get your fists in there and punch at the bag a little bit. I told him, you want to get mean like that, bite your hands, say no. You want to get mean like that, kneel on your bed and punch at your pillow a couple times. You don't hit your family. You don't be mean to them. My mom will tell him something, he'll get mean. He'll start doing this at my mom, punch and kick at my dad. I'm like, you don't do that to your elders. They didn't say, can we go fishing? Can we go to Walmart? Can you take and do me this? And then my other nephew, he's a typical Leo. He's the fire starter. He's 4 or 5 years old, throwing stuff at me, throwing sticks, throwing this. My other nephew's a Virgo. He gets where he don't want to act like that until he sees his other two brothers like that. Other than that, he's just, wanting to be calm, wanting to, just video game a little bit, bike ride. And normally they play good together till one of them gets that temper, and then it's push him off his bike. Push him in the mud. Get mean and nasty at him. But see, I never grew up with brothers. I'm the older brother, and I had 2 younger sisters. Now, my youngest sister is never... Now that she's motherly, she's kind of got like that, where like she'll be mean towards me a little bit, but she'd never been the way my other sister, the Leo, was. She would chase you down, get you on your back, start punching at you, beating at you. She started dating one of my high school friends. He moved in the house. She'd be in there smacking him, punching him in his face. He'd be sitting there in the other room doing this, not even wanting to look at anyone. And she ended up marrying a Leo. So they're competing a lot. So that's why she's been here, because they can't get along with each other. And F you. I don't care you smoked all your cigarettes. I only got 3. You're not getting one of mine. What do you mean? Guy shouldn't lay his hands on women. She's, I need to go out of your house. Just a family feud, man. Never a dull moment here. We're in the chat room, and they're like, dude, turn it on. Put it on stream. You could charge people from PayPal to hear this. I'm like, no, man. People's already witnessed this on the stream. The stomping, the kicking at the door, the acting crazy, the stupidness. They don't need to hear it amplified more and sit there like they're on the other side rooting it on. Oh, yeah. Oh, fist fight. This is better than pay-per-view. You should be in there telling people $10 to tune into my stream to hear them fight. I don't promote that stuff. Heck no. We got 9 people still viewing, hanging out. 2 people left. Now we got 7 people viewing. I'm going to go ahead and shut this off here at 3 hours. Thank you all for tuning in today. Thank you again, Agent Wubert, if you're still viewing. Thank you so much for the donation, for sparing a dime for the guy with the penny in a bind. Yeah, I'm gonna tend to the dog. He needs a walk. He needs to pee. I got the other dog in the garage. He needs to get him another pee. What are we probably at? The top of the hour? Yes, 7 o'clock. I don't think anyone's really home right now. I don't hear nobody. Unless they're spying in, So yeah, guys, I appreciate it. The company, the comments. I'm sorry if I got a little mind boggled reading through some of the comments, because trying to, project the conversation or through the stream today. I'm sorry I got a little mind boggled a little, but hey, that's trying to go through some of the abbreviated wording. I have a real hard time reading the abbreviation of it sometimes. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and stop the stream. I do have things that need to be taken care of at the home. Obviously the dog needs to get to the restroom. The other dog does. I need to make sure what else is going on at the home. And besides that, I hope you all are gonna enjoy your weekend. Are finding activities to do. Hope y'all ain't having any scuttlebutt arguing, fighting amongst your home, which I'm sure there's a little bickering and arguing going on in a couple people's places and families. Because, people are just getting fed up. They can't go nowhere. They're getting cabin fever. They tried playing their video game all day. It's just too boring to them anymore. It does, it grows on people to where it's like, well, hey, get out and try to do a little bit if you can, even though you can't. Or try to create a new thing you do in your day. Do a little bit of exercises. Try to do a little bit of workouts here or there. But honestly, through the grace of my heart, thank everyone that viewed. I tried to pay attention to the best of the comments. Through Sony, I got no comments that showed up today. So luckily, I was able to understand and connect to YouTube to follow the comments. And from now on, my YouTube viewers that don't get the comments projected, I will concentrate on connecting this way to communicate the comments. Because some people, they're like, hey, I was there, I sent a comment. I'm like, well, I didn't see it show up, I'm sorry. I didn't get to tell you hi or, ask how you're doing, or, I don't think like I was being rude or anything, Hey man, let's all hope to get through this together, and we're in a worldwide planetary action. It's going on all over the world, and hope we can all get through these times of tribulations. God bless us all, and amen, and all the other rhythms of let's try to hope we keep and carry God with us. It's the only other strength we have other than our families and friends. We have to believe in our Maker and our Creator. Hope we can get through these end times together. Thank you all again. A whole lot. Thank you for the people that also followed and subscribed. Thank you for that. I really don't know if you get much from it. I have heard a rumor if you get to 1,000 subscribers, you get a certain way that you can use YouTube more. I'm nowhere near that. I think I'm almost at 300 now, so when I realize we have the 300 mark, we'll see if we can't try to do something special, but I can't, promote something to give back for the people the best way I want to. But thank y'all for tuning in, and I gotta do the doggy detail and do the thing for the family and friends and animals and all the above. Thank you all again.